Hello, my name is Alexis and welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite horror movies, It. Now about It, I want to talk to you guys about my favorite couple, Richie and Eddie. Now I know technically they never actually got together, but it was obvious they had feelings for each other. Like, we know for a fact that Richie had feelings for Eddie. We don't exactly know if Eddie felt the same way, but I think he might have. Now, when I watched the first movie, it was obvious that, all of the Losers Club, they were all close, but it seems like Richie and Eddie were especially close. Um, like, like, it was just obvious they were. Like, in the first movie, we obviously didn't exactly know that Richie was gay. Like, people, talked about, he might be, but no one knew. But people thought he might be gay because, he always made jokes about, women's bodies and having sex with women and that. And to me, it sounded like he was overcompensating for something, which he was. Because in the second It movie, we learned that he is gay. Now, just for reference, I am referring to the remake It movies made in, I believe it was 2017. I am not talking about the It movies that was made in 1990, because obviously they would not make a character gay in 1990. So I'm talking about the remake movies, so no one gets confused. But as I was saying, but yeah. In the It Chapter 2, we learn that that Richie is gay because Pennywise is kind of taunting Richie about it. And yeah, we learn that Richie has always been gay. He was gay when they were kids, they were 13. He knew he was gay because Pennywise taunted him back then too about it. Then he did it again. Now, I don't think Richie is out because no one knows, and I think he is still kind of in a little bit of denial at the beginning of It Chapter 2. But it was obvious that he had feelings for Eddie. It just was. Then when the losers all reunite, I don't know if anyone else heard this, but when Richie and Eddie were arm wrestling, Eddie yells, I believe his exact words were, we should take our shirts off and kiss. I believe that's what Eddie said. Now tell me, does that sound like something a straight man would say about his best friend? No. So I'm pretty sure that Eddie was gay, or at least bi. We're not exactly sure Eddie's sexuality because he is married to a woman, but I don't think that exactly counts because Eddie married a woman that looks exactly like his mother and acts exactly like his mother too, which is disgusting. But so yeah, but then when they're also in the restaurant, I think Richie was kind of trying to find out if Eddie was gay or something. I don't know if he was joking when he said this or not, but when they all were talking about if they were married or not, and Eddie said he was married, then Richie's like to a woman. I don't know if Richie was trying to find out if Eddie was gay or if he was joking around, because Richie, he always jokes. But then we find out that Richie actually there's this actually writes him and Eddie's initials on the kissing bridge. The kissing bridge, people write their initials down if they're in a relationship or something. But then we find out that when Richie was younger, he actually wrote his and Eddie's initials in the kissing bridge. So he knew he had feelings for Eddie, even when he was younger. He always knew. Now, what broke my heart, though, is at the end of It Chapter 2, Eddie died. It was so sad when he died. It was sad, and Richie's reaction broke my heart. Richie did not want to believe that Eddie was dead. He tried to bring Eddie back. He just did not want to believe it. All the losers literally had to drag Richie out of the house before they crumbled down, because Richie was not leaving Eddie in that house. Even if Eddie was dead, Richie did not want to believe it. So he literally had to be dragged out of the house because he would not leave Eddie. Which, it broke my heart listening to Richie's screams for Eddie and everything. It was so sad. They should have ended up together. Like, Eddie, like, why did he have to die? It was so sad. Then I recently just found this out, which really upset me. I recently found out that apparently in It Chapter 2, Richie and Eddie was originally supposed to kiss. It was scripted that they were supposed to kiss, but apparently the actor that played Eddie when he's older, like the older actor who played Eddie, did not want to do it, so they had to cut that out because apparently the guy who played Eddie did not want to have that kissing scene, which was, I was really upset because I would have loved to see that happen. But then everyone said that they should have just like scripted it so like the younger actors like could have had a kissing scene between Richie and Eddie, because everyone's saying that the younger actors probably would have did it. But yeah, there definitely should have been a Richie and Eddie kiss somewhere in the movie, because the fans would have loved it, because a lot of people really do ship Eddie and Richie. Like, I know I ship them so much. Like, they should have gotten together. They should have been endgame, and Eddie should not have died. Like, he deserves so much better. Like, he was one of my favorite characters. So please comment what you guys think are Richie and Eddie. Like, do you guys ship them or do you not? And also, would you guys have liked to see a kissing scene between Richie and Eddie? So everyone, thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe to my channel. Bye.